Hey y'all, it's Rose with Bodywork with Hannah Rose, and today I'm here to offer y'all a mobility flow for your hips. And when I say flow, to me, that's just going to mean we are getting up and off the floor a bunch. And so if you know that that is a challenge for you, you're welcome to set up by a wall or have a chair nearby. It's always a really good option. I'm a huge supporter and believer in props because it's really important to meet our bodies where we are today. So no matter what you have going on, use some stuff that's going to help you. And so a chair might help you, a wall might help you today. I have 2 yoga blocks that you don't necessarily need, but they can come in handy. And then I have a blanket. Any kind of blanket or towel will help, especially if you have sensitive knees, because we are going to be on the knees. This is going to be a 15-minute routine, and this is going to be for anyone who has been sitting all day, someone who has a desk job. If you have a history of having any type of sciatica, any type of hip issues, also for my runners out there, this will be great for anyone who just feels like their hips are tight and they need to move them around. This is going to be perfect for you. So let's get started. And let's start in standing. And also, I don't have any music for my videos right now because I want you to have the opportunity to play music that you might want to play. So if you want to put some jams on, go for it. And we're going to start with our feet roughly hips distance. And we're just going to sway side to side, keeping your knees straight. Sway side to side. And I invite you to become aware of the quality of your breath without manipulating it too much right now. In yoga, we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, unless you have a stuffed up nose. As you're rocking, I just invite you to come into the sensing body. So we have the thinking mind that we use all day to get our tasks done. And for now, we're going to sink down into the sensing awareness. So just noticing anything going on in the belly, low back, hips, and relax your belly for now. Relax your belly for now. Good. We're going to come up on to the balls of the feet and down. Balls of the feet and down. And I want you to do this with control. And notice if you happen to have a mirror nearby, it can really be helpful to see what your body's up to as you're doing these movements. Notice if your ankles come in or out when you go up and down. Try to control so that your ankle stays straight as you're going up and down. Breathe. Settle into your body. Use this time for yourself. Okay, so we're going to start doing some hip hinges and some squats. And all that's going to look like is poking your butt back like you're about to sit in a chair. Come into your squat position. You can actually put a chair behind you if you'd like and stand up. Squeeze at the top. Lower down. Come as low as you possibly can, but way back. I want your knees over your ankles. Stand up. And when you stand up, press into your heels. You should almost be able to lift your toes while you're doing this. Your weight is in your heels. We're just squatting down, standing up, squeezing, activating the posterior chain, your glutes, your hamstrings. A few more times. And if you'd like a counterweight, if you feel wobbly, you can reach out in front of you to stand. Inhale, come down. Exhale, stand up. What's your jaw doing? If you're clenching your teeth while you're doing this movement, stop that. Excellent. So we're going to step one leg back. This is when you might use your blocks or you might not. Step the right leg back. Lower the knee down. If you want to use blocks, you can. You don't have to. But all we're doing, hands on the hips, is pulsing. Pulse forward and back. It's a small movement. And here I really want you to notice your upper body. So we're not doing anything with the spine. We're keeping the ribs down. Belly is a little tighter now. And we're pulsing forward. And as you pulse forward, squeeze your glute, the back glute. When you come forward, squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. It took me a while to figure out where my glute was. So sometimes you have to wake it up a bit. And an engagement that might help is pressing into the top of your foot, of the back foot as you do this. Good. Hands on your block or not. Straighten the back leg. You can have your hands on the floor if that's accessible to you. And we're going to step forward. Sit your butt back. Stand up. Butt back. Stand up. Squeeze. And it's going to feel like you're reaching unusually far with your butt if you're doing it right. Like there's a chair right behind you and you're going to tap it and stand up. Hands on your blocks or not. Take the left leg back. Left knee to the ground, top of the foot to the ground. Pulse. Squeezing the back glute as you come forward. Pressing in your toes and the top of your foot into the ground to engage that leg and the glute. Keep your face soft. Keep your jaw soft. Breathe. Pulsing in, pulsing out. So our hip flexors, the front of our hips, most people's are tight because we sit a whole bunch. And those suckers attach to our low back bones and cause things like sciatica. So if you're ever having a sciatica flare-up, my students, y'all have heard me say this many times, do this. Don't do a whole bunch of forward folding. You need to activate your glutes. And this is a great low impact way, especially if you have inflammation in your back, to activate your glutes. Oh, baby, my left side is definitely tighter. Just a few more of these pulses. Even your breaths, your inhales and your exhales. Good. Reach forward. Tuck the back toes. Step up. Take your feet under your hips. Sit back. Stand up. Sit back. Stand up. Sit back. Stand up. Good. Take a big inhale. Reach up and stretch up. Exhale, one hand down, other hand over. And now that we've stretched out the hip flexor, see if you can breathe into the front and side body. Gaze to the floor. Press down into your left leg, the same side that you're lifting your arm on. Breathe into your belly. Breathe into your armpit. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, other side. Press down into the foot. Breathe into your belly. Gaze to the floor. Gaze out in front of you. Find the place with your neck where you can actually relax and breathe. Breathe into your armpit. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. Good. Come back to center. Reach up one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Rest your belly on your thighs. Relax your head. Relax your neck. Shake your head out, y'all. Shake your upper body. Maybe bounce your booty a little bit. You can even rock your hips side to side. Let your face go. Good. Hands to the mat or blocks. Either way, I'm going to step one leg back, the other leg back. Come into plank. And from here, lower the knees down. Lower your belly down. Lower your chest down. Rest your forehead on your hands. And keeping your head rested on your mat, reach back and palpate or touch the front of your hip bones on both sides. So I want you to think about your pelvis as a triangle. And the 2 points of your hip points are the base of the triangle, and your pubic bone is going to be the top of the triangle. And so I want you to press the full triangle of the front of your pelvis down. So that will require you to engage your glutes, press the pelvis down, and keep your head relaxed on your hands. And I want you to pick up your right leg and start to kick your heel toward your sit bone while keeping the pelvis down on the mat. So kick, kick, kick. Let your foot relax as you kick. Breathe, feel your belly moving on your mat. Good. Switch legs. Kick the left leg now. Heel to sit bone. Pressing the hips down on the mat. All 3 corners of your triangle pressing down. Face is relaxed. Neck is relaxed. Breathe. Good. And keeping your pelvis pressed down, lift to a 90-degree angle your right shin and extend your toes down toward the floor. And again, keeping your pelvis pressed down, tick-tock your foot from side to side, from left to right. Try not to let your pelvis move around a whole bunch. And breathe. we're activating the deep hip rotators all around the head of the femur, the top of your leg bone. Upper body is relaxed while you're tick-tocking. And you're going to go to the end range of motion. So all the way to the right, all the way to the left. And if it's not a big motion, that's all right. You can go ahead and switch legs. Press the pelvis down. Tick-tock the heel of the left foot side to side. And this side can feel completely different than your right leg, and that's okay. The asymmetries that we have in our body are intelligent adaptations that our body uses to get us where we need to go as efficiently as possible. So it's just something to observe in this moment. Good. Keeping your head and upper body relaxed. Kind of shake your hips side to side. And then bend both of your knees. Take your toes down toward the floor again. And without pressing your pelvis this time, tick-tock your feet back and forth, both at the same time. To feel really good on your low back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Press yourself up onto all fours. Widen your knees a little bit wider than hips distance. And we're just going to rock. And kind of bounce. Go to the place where it feels good on your knees. So if you can't get your hips all the way to your heels, that's not a big deal. Just go to the place that feels good today. Feel your knees pressing down on the mat, your hands pressing down on your mat. And come on back up to sitting. So I hope you enjoyed this mobility practice for your hips. And I invite you to take a moment when this video is over to center yourself wherever you are in your day and just feel how your body feels a little bit different. Orient yourself before you move forward. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a lovely day.